So we're gonna go ahead and do the Fontaine quests since there's only a day left of them. Naturally, just my luck. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the questy poos. Oh crap! Laundry basket's on my charger. What? That's what happens when I plug my phone in. I'm funny. Okay, so let me try. Mind you, I've been playing all day today because I did say that I was going to play all day today, but whatchamacallit, I've been playing all day today. Just I didn't stream some of the parts because they're boring. It was just me getting like my adventure rank up and stuff like that. Because now I'm adventure rank 23. So.
Just then, the rain stopped. Or should it keep raining?
Enjoyed the Fontanalia Festival!
Happy Fontanalia Festival!
Happy Fontanalia Festival. Okay. Let's get to it. I've never done haven't done this area yet, so this should be fun. When they're not talking, I probably am just gonna skip right through because I don't have time to read. I just want to knock out all these quests before tomorrow because I'm babysitting tomorrow. Oh. Say what? Oh, does this mean it's underwater? Wow. Wait a minute. I thought I was navigate. Huh? No. Why am I going to leeway? Oh, I can do this one now? Okay, well, no. Oh, that's... This one, navigate, okay. Sheesh. No, not that one. Oh my gosh. Why is this so hard? Not that one either. Which one is it? Me. Not that either. Oh my gosh. Cancel navigation. Navigate. Select. Is it because I'm not in the water? How do I get there? Okay, it's on the screen. Bro, where's the music? It's so, like... Here we go. Ooh, what's this? Wait. I'll take that. Some thoughts here. Oh, God. At the corner of a lane in the court of Fontaine, an actress played Charlotte has set up a camera and is adjusting. Okay. I'll select that. At the corner of a lane in the court of Fontaine, an actress has set up a camera and is adjusting it to find the perfect angle to capture photos. Okay. How cute. Okay. Her butt. Okay. Hehe. Lukewarm? Oh, wow. At the corner of a lane in the court of Fontaine. Okay, so... Oh, they liked that one? I didn't get any points for that one. Okay, I didn't get any points for the picture. So let's try this one. I got 10 points for that, 20 points for that. So then maybe I should do this one instead. I got 20 points for that. And 20 points for that. What about the narration? I got 10 points for the narration. So, okay. So let's try this again. Heck yeah! I'm not trying to get 3 stars. Wait. What about my... Oh yeah, okay. Do I get my rewards? Oh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it again. I want all of the... I want all of this stuff. Okay, so this was 10, so let's use this one then. That was 20. Okay. My last score was 110. Okay, let's try this again. Period. Yay! I did it! Cool. Anyways. Damn, this hotel is fancy. Is there anything I can take from this place or what? Oh. A fireworks merchant arriving in Fontaine and her client have arranged to meet at Hotel de Bourg to discuss the sale. After carefully checking the samples, the client acknowledges the quality of the fireworks. A deal is struck. The merchant. Oh, film the customer played by Ricchetti sizing up. Okay, and then film the customer, reveal the identity. The seller played by displays. Show that the sale was successful.
Funny words.
Wow. Look at me go. Period. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So that was 20. 20. Okay, let's try it now. This is pretty fun. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, whoops. Hell yeah. Okay. How do I get out of here?
A good
I guess we're gonna do an underwater shoot. An actress is lost amidst the underwater seagrass and cannot find her way. When she looks up, the sunlight illuminates her face through the water's surface, showing her the way forward. Okay. Okay. Show the environment that the actress is lost in. Film how the actress looks. Highlight the bewildered expression. Show how the actress feels. Okay, so the first one was not good. So cute. Okay. Let's do it again though. So we'll do this one. That one's good, that one's good, that one's good. Let's try this. Oh, they like that one, okay. I should have went with the first one then. Yay! I did it! Where's the other one? Oh, it's not up here. I did these two, I did this one. Is it gonna show up? I thought there were 4. Where's this one? Oh. This place is so confusing. Under the sweltering sun, the protagonist is waiting to meet with her friend, a Paimon! The latter cannot endure the merciless sun and appears listless and downcast before the protagonist's eyes. The protagonist takes out the umbrella and sunglasses she prepared, indicating to her friend, take shelter from the sun together. Okay. Highlight the oppressively sunny weather. Navia, she's so cute. Period.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of moras.
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after mora after all.
Really? Then where do you live? We Malazines live in Marcy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
We are so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Aval yet.
I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this Aquabus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the Court of Fontaine. Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma. I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here. But you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already. My, what a coincidence. What are the chances everyone could be brought together here like this? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec! Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
One moment, I'm having a nosebleed.
Does this big machine run on clockwork too?
Okay.
I'll take a guess.
Is this an answer from this world?
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we? How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of Mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation. This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right, I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough Mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every single family heirloom.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too! Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapperboard to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting. The work requires both patience and careful attention to detail.
A clapperboard? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that!
Alright, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Oh, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Oh, she's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure that's due to the Traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me! I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these days.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right?
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
Fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydro Archon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontanalia mousse?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontanalia festival happening right now? I heard Evil tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontanalia mousse.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontanalia mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
Well, what could that be?
Your words of praise.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
So annoyed.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
So annoyed.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
If you want tea or water, just help
Lynette stays
yourselves.
away from the dish racks.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
If you want tea or water,
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
if you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
So annoyed.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
I gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
If you want tea or water, just help
When will Lenny
yourselves.
and Lynette do another show?
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
Okay, sorry. My niece needed help cooking because she's never done that before, so
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
her apartment.
Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Who are you?
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you? And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my favorites.
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yep, we sure are. Paimon
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it? No, I'm not questioning your abilities.
maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If she can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. All right, how about this? Well, very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Estelle is the boss of Beaumont Workshop and has always been proud of her forging machine, as it can not only precisely control strength of temperature, but also takes no effort from the blacksmith. Let us film a promotional video for her workshop. Remember to emphasize the superiority of her forging machine.
appears that you have more skill than I thought. All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director?
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervulet were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask. Exactly what film are you planning to make?
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Tevat.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
As much freedom as you would need.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit?
Absolutely, no problem.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care and direction.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds.
Oh, Hydro Archon above!
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken care of, we'll still need to reserve filming locations. Not to say set up lighting and props. And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer.
Yes, I've thought about this as well.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Glorand. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day.
They would be under Nervulet's jurisdiction. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervulet.
No need to go to all that trouble.
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musketeer?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions. In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation?
It'd be best to keep it that way.
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain, after all.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties.
Well, It just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go.
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team!
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevreuse is today.
By the way, I'm curious.
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange.
What? So is every person in Tevat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film?
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier.
Huh? Isn't that Charlotte? Who's her friend, and what are they chatting about?
Be pleased with the cherry on top, Charlotte! Journalist extraordinaire! Please tell me you're joking! I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of begdom.
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine, Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big-ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story.
It sounds like they're just discussing a story, but...
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, including, one phantom blubber beast, a titanic red-crowned finch, and a Spectre Man. So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement. But this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it.
Uh-oh. She really sounds like she's in pain. Hey, Charlotte!
Traveler, Paimon, it's you! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamex detection by disguising themselves as a blubber beast. Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of Mora researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain.
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only had Fontaine's best interest in mind.
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamex, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts.
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. Actually, Instead of going into the technicalities of that,
270,000 Mora.
okay. Well, escaping to the Fortress of Mirapede over a sum like that seems like a last resort.
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day. My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to turn this around. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection. It's really quite something. The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalists' jobs much easier. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production.
If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. Oh, maybe I should consider taking out another loan.
Come on! Stop daydreaming about your pipelines for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how it goes. There's no sense in putting all your eggs in one basket before things are even off the ground.
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. There't no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? She just ran off. Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out the other.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys were talking about.
You're welcome. I got something out of this, too. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback.
All right, this is the place.
But where's the captain?
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something different about her.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, all right. Let's see what happens then. Shiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so in the competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Shiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No.
Multiple.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know?
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevraz, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler and Xavier.
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevraz. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevraz's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Huh? Just like that? What Bullchecker is really saying is, if you want to fight the Oni King, you have to go through sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon first.
Really? You're willing to help us with our humble film project?
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready.
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day fishing our producer out of the fountain. Yep, see you tomorrow.
So what did you want to tell us, Chevres?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. The baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the baron.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep. The baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevres?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill.
A murder involving firearms?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Huh?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail. Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also...
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired, too.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here.